Jim, you were there. You know how much pain and despair he suffered when he lost a World Championship final.
It's not easy.
This shot to be king of the world.
He has done it! The Lion has...
Alex "The Lion" Pagulayan, 42 years old, is a renowned Filipino-Canadian pro pool player as well as a world champion of pool. He got the world champion title in the WPA World 9-Ball Championship back in 2004. His unique demeanor in the World Tournament back then always makes the final moment in the tournament very memorable to every pool fan. However, what about his run or path to champion in the tournament itself? It's of course quite intriguing to discuss. So here are the highlights of Alex Pagulayan's path to champion in the 2004 WPA World 9-Ball Championship.
Rack.
Straight up the table seems to be the option, but that's always a risky shot. Has he got enough pace on it? Oh!
Number 6. Narrow winning in round 64.
Shot.
This is some kind of magic you're seeing here.
From the start of the tournament, many pool fans, especially Filipinos and Canadas, had put their hopes for Alex "The Lion" Pagulayan to win the World Tournament. It's because Pagulayan was not a newcomer at that time due to his hard struggle in the tournament before in 2003, which earned him the runner-up title of the tournament. However, it didn't mean that Pagulayan would be able to have a much smoother run. In fact, it seems that Pagulayan had to struggle even much harder what he did in 2003. It's because from the start of the knockout round in the 2004 WPA World 9-Ball Championship, he already had to struggle hard against a Serbian pool player, Andrea Klasovic, with 9 against 8 racks won. It's quite surprising because Klasovic was considered an underdog in the event due to the fact that he had no prestigious titles at all. Number 5. Relatively easy play in round of 32.
A roller coaster ride of emotions for players and fans alike.
After narrowly defeating Andrea Klasovic in the round of 64, Alex "The Lion" Pagulayan had the right to advance to the next round, the round of 32. Fortunately, it seemed that his struggle in that round was not as hard as the one in the round before. It's because Pagulayan could beat his opponent, an Australian pool player named Martin Kempter, with relative ease with 9 against 5 racks won. Well, it's not quite surprising though because Martin Kempter was not a player with any prestigious titles at all at that time. Number 4. Another relatively easy play in round of 16.
They want to see their champion win. Pagulayan is so close to the finishing line now. He's had a really torrid time the last few racks.
Defeating Martin Kempter meant that advancing to the round after, the round of 16, here Alex "The Lion" Pagulayan had to start winning 11 racks to win the round. At that time, he had to face against Taiwanese pool player Huang Qianxi. It wasn't an easy play though because Qianxi was able to steal 7 racks from Pagulayan. However, it was not a hard play either, and Pagulayan was still able to defeat him with 11 against 7 racks won. Number 3. Another hard time in quarter-final round.
Nailed it.
Whoa, what a shot!
After defeating the Taiwanese pool player Huang Qianxi, Alex "The Lion" Pagulayan was able to advance to the quarter-final round. There he had to face another Taiwanese pro pool player. However, this one was not someone who could be underestimated. Instead, he was the only Taiwanese pro pool player to ever win the WPA World 9-Ball Championship, and he did it not only once, but twice. This pool player was none other than Chia Fongpang. Of course, at that time, many people would surely think that Fongpang would win the match due to his having the upper hand for having won the championship 2 times before. However, Pagulayan was not someone who would back down easily. He faced the Taiwanese champion proudly in the match and came out as the winner in the match.
Straight up the table seems to be the option, but that's always a risky shot. Has he got enough pace on it? Oh no! I think you can tell from the crowd's perspective that they
Although he had to put a very great fight to defeat Phong Pang, is proven by the slight difference in the final scores of both players, which were 11 against 10 racks won by Pagulayan. So it means that Phong Pang was able to steal 10 racks from Pagulayan, and another mistake from Pagulayan would mean that Phong Pang is the winner of the match, giving him the chance to claim his third world champion title in the tournament. Yet his fate said otherwise, and Pagulayan was the one who won the match and advanced to the semi-final round.
And what a great shot. Look at Pagulayan. The celebration starts now. This 9 for an emphatic win. What a win. The Canadian champion.
Number 2. Another easy play in semi-final round.
In this match, see a lead.
It seems that the 2004 WPA World 9-Ball Championship was held when Taiwan was its prime in the world of pool. It's because the tournament was filled with so many Taiwanese pro pool players. This might be because the tournament was held in the capital city of Taiwan itself. Taipei and the supports from the citizens of the country really pushed Taiwanese players to get their greatest potentials. That's why after Alex Pagulayan was able to step up to the semi-final round after he defeated Chow Phong Pang in a very hard play, he had to face against another Taiwanese pro pool player named Kuo Po Cheng. However, unlike his match against Chow Phong Pang, Pagulayan was able to beat Po Cheng with relative ease. Even it seems that it was the easiest play for Pagulayan if you see the difference between the numbers of racks won by both players, which were 11 against 4 racks. The 7 rack won difference was the biggest difference in racks won along Pagulayan's path to champion in the 2004 WPA World 9-Ball Championship, so it could be a good rest for Pagulayan before his final performance in the tournament.
Fellow that's just determined, right, do something about it.
Number 1. An intense match in the grand final round.
Rack.
Alex Pagulayan was finally able to show up in the final round of a WPA World 9-Ball Championship as he easily beat Kuo Po Cheng in the semi-final round. He was able to reach the grand final round in 2003, but he was defeated by Thorsen the Hitman Hanman and failed to secure the championship title at the same time. Then in 2004, he was finally able to show up again in the final round with a different opponent. His opponent at that time was Chang Pei Wei. At that time, Pei Wei hadn't had any prestigious titles at all, but it didn't mean that he was someone who could be underestimated. In fact, Pei Wei had to beat the legendary Johnny the Scorpion Archer and the rising star Dennis Robocop Orcolio to reach the grand final round, where he was standing at that time, so it was not the time for Pagulayan to relax. It's quite true because the match was very intense. Pei Wei was really able to put up a fight in the match, enabling him to steal 13 racks from Pagulayan. However, on the other hand, Pagulayan was able to steal 17 racks from Pei Wei, making him the winner of the match as well as the champion of the tournament. Also, his jump and roll on the floor was one of the most memorable winning gestures that a World Pool champion has ever had.
With that fluid action that we've come to expect, and he may be able to turn the tide here.
Those are the highlights of Alex Pagulayan's path to champion in the 2004 WPA World Championship. If you have something to add, please feel free to write it down in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
And only some terrific shot making from Alex Pagulayan looks to have halted his progress. This 9 for an emphatic